Hello, everybody. Today is the 25th of March, and as always, we're going to tell the pen story. This pen story has changed a lot of people's life and shed light into why something happened to our life and how we can create or manifest our dream life in a very certain way. So let's get started. What is this? It's a pen. What do we use this pen for? To write. Now, there's a dog inside the room. I'm going to wave this in front of the dog. What does the dog do? The dog probably will sniff, lick, or chew this, right? Does the dog see this one as a pen? No. So for the dog, this one is not a pen, but for the human, this one is a pen. So who is correct, the dog or the human? The answer is both are correct. For the dog, this one is a chewing toy, right? For the human, this one is a pen to write. The dog is correct in the dog word, and the human is also correct in the human word. So that is our first lesson. Both are correct. Now, let's imagine that there is a table in front of me. So I'm going to put this thing on the table, and then both the dog and I will walk out the room. So inside the room, there'll be no human, no dog. What does this thing become? Is it still a pen or a chewing toy? Oh, it becomes almost nothing, and the ancient wisdom called this as the emptiness. The emptiness is actually a very magical definition. As we understand the emptiness, we be able to achieve anything in our life. Just like Geshe Michael Roach applied the emptiness into his business and was able to build a business with a revenue of $250 million a year. He's also able to help several refugees. So what is the emptiness? Why is that so magical? Let's go back to the pen story, okay? So this thing is currently on the table, and when there is no human, no dog, it is almost nothing. But as soon as I go back to the room, I look at this becomes a pen. When the dog come back to the room and the dog look at it, this becomes a chewing toy. And when both the dog and I come back to the room at the very same time, we both look at this at the very same time. What does this thing becomes? It becomes two things, a pen for me and a chewing toy for the dog. So a single thing, when there is no human, no dog, nothing to interact with, it come back to true self and we call it the emptiness. But because it has the emptiness, it also has the potential to become anything or anyone. So that is our second lesson. Along with the emptiness, we all have limitless potential. Now, I see this as a pen. So does this pen coming from me or does this pen coming from the thing itself? This pen is actually coming from me. Why am I so certain? Because if this thing is the pen itself, then the dog or anything in this entire universe will have to see it for what it is, which is a pen. But does the dog see this one as a pen? No. So this pen is actually coming from me. This pen is actually coming from my mind, and everything is actually coming from our mind. So that is our third lesson. Everything is actually coming from our mind. So now go moving on to the fourth lesson, okay? So we all agree that this pen is coming from me, right? So I will change my mind and I'm gonna pray that this become a diamond, okay? So please pray with me. Diamond, diamond, diamond. Open my eyes. It's still a pen. So what in my mind that forced me to see this as a pen but not a diamond? There are seeds inside our mind that the ancient wisdom calls karma. When I see something, the seed inside our mind pop up, open up and cover this and make it see it for what had been planted earlier into our mind. So who planted those seeds into your mind then? Only you can plant the seed into your mind, and only I can plant the seed into my mind. How can we do it? We do it by three ways: by our word, by our actions, by our thoughts, especially toward other people. So for instance, I'm going to hold on to this. I'm going to say that I have the pen. Would you like to have this pen? And when my friend say, yes, please, I'd be so happy to give this to my friend with the hope that I can help my friend. So when I give this to my friend, this palm will open up and both me and my friend will see it. And it's start leaving mark in my mind. A couple days later, when I see this, I recognize this one as a pen, which means that the seed of the pen has already been planted into my mind. And now it pop up and open up for me to see this as a pen. And this is how a pen become a pen, or anything surround us become what and who they are to us. In the pen story, there are several meaningful lessons. Today we went over 4 different lessons. So the first lesson is both correct. So we learn to respect each other's opinion, we learn to respect each other's choices, and we learn to listen to each other with compassionate heart. And with this lesson, I learned something that, to stop reacting, to stop react, and then to just, slow down, just listen and acknowledge. And I think that's one of the lessons that I really need to learn and apply. The second lesson is, along with the emptiness, we all have limitless potential. So trust your potential, trust the potential of everything or everyone surround you, and trust the potential of whatever happened to you. And remember, it's all come from you. So once you see the potential, then you start moving on to the third lesson, which is everything is actually coming from the seed inside our mind. So we be 100% responsible to whatever happened to us. We don't blame anyone. And with that, we take back the, our life, because we are the only one who have the full controls of our life. And that, moving on to the fourth lesson, is how to create or manifest your dream life in a very certain way, just like what I was telling you in the beginning of the story, right? So first, you have to know what you want to do first. So that is very important. What you want your dream life to be, you have to know about it. And then you start planting those seeds using your words, your action, your thoughts to what other people, helping other people to get that. So for instance, if you want to have happiness, then you have to use your word, your action, your thoughts to what other people, make them happier. If you want to have prosperity, then use your word, your action, your thoughts to what other people, help them to get richer. If you want to be healthier, then use your word, your action, your thought, helping other people to be healthier. And just like that, whatever that you want to do, making sure that you use your word, your action, your thoughts to work other people, helping them getting to have that goal. And with that, I want to conclude today's lesson of the lesson 4 by a very important lesson that I've been trying to think about every single day, is that, your current word, your current thought, your current action is what dictates your future life. So be very mindful of what you talk to other people, what you think about other people and yourself too, and then what you act to what other people and yourself. And the lesson that I would like to share with you all today is that today I actually coming back to my running, and it's been quite a while since I think since the beginning of the year, the Chinese New Year. But then going back, and this time is quite different. So I feel like during that time I always think about what I normally don't think about, right? And then just one thing pop up to me is that I need to be slow. I need to take things slower. I need to stop reacting, because I feel like since I stopped running, I start being more reactive, and that is something that I need to learn to control. With and probably just go back to the practice of taking a deep breath in and then a deep breath before we do anything. And I also feel one thing very important is that sometimes you move to be calmer, to be stronger. So I'm feeling very blessed to be able to go back to my habit of running, to be able to go back to be in an active life. And with that, I hope that I be able to think clearer, to have better mind, a calmer mind, and a happier life. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening to me today. Thank you, Unlearn, for accompanying me in this 3,000-day journey. And by me sharing with you the pen story or my lesson is something good, I would like to dedicate that to my dearest family, to my friends, to my co-workers, to my clients, to my neighbor, or to any living things in this world or any other world. And just one thing, my best friend, she settled down in Vietnam, in Da Nang City, and I think she still has some trouble. And I went through the same path a couple of years ago, so I I kind of know what it is. Probably she will have more. She will more challenge compared to me, because I have a lot more support than her. So I just want to dedicate all the good things to her, and hopefully she'll be able to go through all this with a peace of mind, a clear mind, and then happy and with happiness in her mind. Thank you everyone for listening to me today. Have a good day. Bye bye.